now back home after a Sunday tilt against Boston College. And we are playing basketball. Kai Harrison running the point. And look who's back in the lineup, someone that Coach Hoover likes to have and someone the Wake Forest Demon Deacons need. Sumiel back in the lineup. As Harrison pushes it to Sumiel, and Morra with a turnaround and a miss and a rebound by the Orange.
I like what Coach Hoover did early in the game, going down to the low block.
There's the starting five for Syracuse. C. Hyman will be running the point there for the Orange from White Plains, New York. At the Wake Forest side, again going with a guard-heavy lineup with Kai Harrison, Elise Williams, Jules Spear, Sumiel forward back after missing 2 games, and then Morra. And Wake Forest with the first 2 of the night as Morra gets the deuce.
Look for Morra to give you more on the glass tonight, starting off early in the paint.
Syracuse now trying to work with their half-court offense and tangled up with Spear. Good eye by Spear to try to wrap that up.
Great job of Spear being in the gaps there to help her teammate on the penetration.
Syracuse will inbound it. Deacons with the first bucket to start the night. There's a long pass to the corner. Solid defense of Elise Williams pushing.
Again, great help side there by Wake Forest. Great one-on-one defense by Elise. Great help side there by Morra.
A whistle called on the floor. Let's take a look
at Morra there, getting over there. She's in the charge circle. Now she's out of there, ready to take the charge, but using that length to get that block, helping her teammate. You're only as good as your other guys, girls out there on the floor.
Also using that baseline as another defender. Solid defense by Elise and Morra. Free throw good by Harrison. Harrison had a nice outing against Boston College. 15, a career high.
Getting too early right now and improving and continuing her hot streak, if you want to call it that.
She can get out and run it too. With Elise Williams and Harrison, Wake Forest can quickly get up the court if they want to.
Harrison's shooting 50% at home, so look for her tonight if she gets a chance to light it up.
They'll dump it into Stiles, and I'll take it away.
There's Harrison. Again, that Wake Forest defense being there for their teammates, help side, being there on the lob pass.
Deacons 4, the Orange nothing. As the Orange hoping to find their first bucket on this trip down the court. Chrissy Carr, a traveling call.
Chrislin there really got over that screen, saw her team. That was a dime of a pass there. Look at this. Look at this. Getting over that hedge, dime of a pass, her teammate has to be ready to catch that and jump stop on 2 feet. You can't turn over those type of passes.
A lot of guards on this Syracuse team. Great vision there on display, but Syracuse still trailing 4-0. A dump in, and she telegraphed that one. Good job by Elise Williams.
Oh, look
to
what
recover.
I found.
Yeah, look what I found and lay it in. And Elise Williams puts 2 more on the board.
No matter how you get it, it's a confidence booster.
Syracuse working to try to go into the paint. They don't really quite have the size against Wake Forest. You surprised by that?
That was a tough shot there. I'm actually surprised that they threw it down there in the block and she shot a, over the right shoulder fadeaway.
Morra will use her size right there outside the restricted area, and she knocks it another 2.
Can we call that a little dream shake? I don't know, but the left looks nice.
Morra, the last time these 2 teams played, she had 17 points. The last time that these 2 teams matched up, none of these players on the court played in that game. Pop and a drop by Chrissy Carr.
She can explode too. We're talking about Tisha Hyman at the beginning of the game, but Chrislyn Carr is no slouch.
And quickly on transition, the fast break, and in off the glass, Murray.
Murray showing what the Syracuse team is, leading the league ACC in steals. Got one right there to start the game.
4-point swing for the Orange. Morra will again go into the paint, use the size, rip down a rebound by Styles.
You can see early what Coach Hoover's trying to do. Dominate the paint. Points in the paint is emphasis for them tonight.
The idea for a little pick at the roll inside for Styles, but is thrown away by Carr. Crossover dribble, pull-up jumper short by Harrison. And the rebound by Chrissy Carr, the daughter of the famous Chris Carr in the NBA.
Look at this, getting in the passing lanes, getting that steal, that's what they do. Easy bucket, easy two.
Yeah, one of the top teams in the ACC in steals. So you have to protect the basketball, something Wake Forest has planned and have tried to protect the basketball. They did well against Boston College, hoping that they can continue that.
You know, it's just hard. You lead the league in steals, and you know your season's kind of going the way it's going. That means you're getting the pressure you need defensively, but you're just not converting offensively.
And Becker goes into the lane and puts in two more. Deacon shooting 50% to start here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Becker showing kind of why Syracuse may lead in steals, but they're getting beat. The lane was wide open. He parted the Red Sea.
Najee Murray wanted to penetrate and then swing it to the corner, and Wake Forest took it away. And Lee Smith finishes it off with a layup.
Another paint point.
12-4 Deacons. Syracuse had a quick 4-point swing. It didn't bother the Deacons. Straight away three put up by Carr, no good, and Becker off and running.
One of the struggles right now I'm seeing for Syracuse is they're not getting any rhythm points. Like outside of transition and getting steals, they're just coming right off the screen and shooting. There we go. That's a rhythm bucket. Transition, you run the lanes. She stopped for the three, found her in rhythm, shot it and fired.
It was 2-on-2. Pushed it out to Chrissy Carr, and she drops in the three. 12-7. Lead down to 5 for the Deacons. Hyman up against Elise Williams. It'll fade away, and she's got a two.
She's so smooth.
It's just nonchalantly into the lane. Drops in two for herself. And then here's a steal again. Najee Murray, as the Deacons quickly got back. And a three on the way, and good by Hyman. She's got 5 now.
What Mark Jackson say, but I'm going to flip it. Mama, there goes that woman.
Morra sets up for a better shot, but she's short. Rebound pulled in by Styles. Syracuse has tied it up now 12-12. An 8-0 run by the Orange. Last minute and change. Out to the corner. Three on the way. Short. A rebound. Morra. Spear. Still have yet to see her attempt a three here. Becker checked in. She'll penetrate. Got her own rebound. Second chance. We'll put 2 more on the board for the Demon Deacons.
Great job by Becker realizing the mismatch. She had Murray on her. The size difference is astronomical. She took her in the paint, rocked her like a baby.
Syracuse, the ball around the perimeter.
Look at that. Points in the paint. 4 for Syracuse, 12 for Wake. Dominating.
I think that was probably one of the keys, too, as Syracuse answers back as Hyman, so flawless, goes into the lane.
Eventually, one of these teams are going to have to pick up the defense and start getting some stops.
Knotted up at 14 with 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Spear 0 for 1 from the field. A long shot by Sumiel. And a follow-up by Becker. The Deacons in Syracuse tied at 14. Elise Williams doing what she's been doing the past couple games. She's got 4 points. We're tied 14-14.
To turn it on to the next level after non-conference games, right, Michael?
Yeah, most definitely. The ACC is a beast of a conference, and you have potentially 8 or possibly 9 teams getting into the tournament. And, you know, with, like we said earlier, with, you know, Syracuse have had to go through and what they're fighting against, you know, these women have really, you know, tried and continue to try. Eventually they're going to break through.
Becker sinks that free throw to break the tie. 15-14. Syracuse now up their shooting percentage to 55%. They've gotten the 3-ball to drop. Penetrate, pull up, jumper by Murray. No good, and Kaya Harrison will push it quickly up the court. 3 on the way from Spear. And it'll be Syracuse ball.
Syracuse dodged a bullet there. They got back in transition, but forgot to locate the most dangerous person on the floor.
Yeah, I hope for Wake Forest's sake, she can get dialed in. Scruggs, who started against BC, had a nice game against Virginia last time they were here at home. She's back in. I also need her to put up some points as Hyman gets behind Scruggs. Hines, who's just checked in and will get called for the foul. Hines has always been the one that usually gets the whistle. She plays tenacious D, but just had a little extra touch there.
Yeah, a little. She wanted 2 hands for safety, and unfortunately, you can't do that in basketball.
Hines does supply Wake Forest with tremendous energy since coming off the bench, and she will scoop up some rebounds. Hopefully exploit the size differential against Syracuse. Harrison spots up. And Hines with a nice rebound. A kiss off the glass. And Hines has her first 2 of the ball game.
I see Syracuse must have, you know, they figured Kyra's last game of 15 points was a fluke because they're letting her shoot. But you got to get the rebound.
Becker takes it away. Comes into the paint with a pull-up runner. Can't finish it off, though.
Once again, another shot in the paint.
Wake Forest will inbound it. With a 1-point lead, 51 and 5/10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Deacons usually do play well in the first quarter. As we look at the trends this season, they're outscoring their opponents 411 points to 396. It's those middle quarters that have been the thorn in their side. Harrison looking for Becker. Becker banging down low and will draw the foul on Hyman.
Almost said good defense there. Late whistle there by the ref, but you know, from our vantage point, it looked pretty solid.
So Becker to the line again. He's 1 of 2 so far here in the first quarter. Becker, the transfer from Utah.
I was waiting to hear that. You know, so much nowadays, every broadcast you hear, you know, transfer about 15, 20 times.
Well, look at Syracuse's roster. It's all transfers, and from really, really good teams, too. Texas Tech, Kansas State. The players from the Big 12. Deacons ahead by 3. Carr.
Great one-on-one defense.
Had to pick up her dribble.
Look at Elise Williams move her puppies.
Coles comes into the ball game for the first time. The freshman.
One thing I'm noticing also is Syracuse, they're only running their offense from right-hand side, left-hand side, depending on which way you're looking at, left-hand side of the goal. So she can come back to her dominant side or the middle. You have to be able to move the ball both sides and initiate your offense from both sides.
3-second violation on Syracuse will give the ball back to Wake Forest. Syracuse with 6 turnovers. Wake with just 2. You talk about points in the paint, then look at the battle of the boards. Deacons with a +5, 12-7 in that department. And they'll hold for the last shot of the first quarter. Becker.
Great set. They isolated her on that right elbow.
Becker with 9 points in the first quarter coming off the bench. She must be upset she's not starting. But they knew it was going to be tough. They didn't know it was going to be this tough. 3-12. But you know, they fight in every game, and that's what Coach Hoover likes to preach to her team. And you can see it even like in the game against NC State. They're still fighting to the end despite being down by double digits.
That's a sign of a good team and a well-coached team.
King with a turnover there, trying to bounce pass into the paint, and Becker now into double digits.
Call her big-time Beck coming through for the Demon Deacons right now.
Becker with 11 points off the bench. As the Demon Deacons out in front 23-16.
Might be too soon, but she's on a 30-point watch alert.
Ooh, Michael. We'll see if she can hit 30. Long 3 on the way by Murray. No good. And Harrison coming off a 15-point performance against Boston College. Elise Williams going to try to make her way into the lane. Cross court pass to Becker. Here's Williams. And Williams just spilled the ball out. King, Rice with it. Atlanta Rice, the junior from Rockledge, Florida. Syracuse again slowing the tempo.
Yeah, if I'm Wake Forest, I'm going to try to let Chrislyn Carr make decisions.
Rice decided to drive, went up against Coles, came up empty.
Because right now, Wake Forest, on the offensive end, Wake Forest is doing a great job, stopping them from penetrating the paint. Since Hyman went out, Hyman was getting in the paint at will. But now that's kind of slowed up since she went to the bench.
Wake Forest will have to feast on that. Coles rejected.
Great block.
Cuse quickly up on transition, hoping to find a way to get a bucket, but they'll have to pull it back and reset.
Wow.
Another long 3 that says, that'll make you say, wow. A rebound by Rice. Tangled up jump ball is called.
That was one of those.
I watch that defense is something that Wake Forest wants to pride themselves on. Look how quickly they got up the court. And number 14, who's come off the bench, finishes it all. Steal, and then the layup on the other side.
When you get a turnover, those first 3 steps, when you don't have the ball, first 3 steps out in transition are the key to getting that separation.
Zach Collins alongside Michael Jenkins, a Hall of Famer at Winthrop. A guard and then a professional player, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm honored to just be beside you.
I appreciate it. It's an honor for me.
As Wake Forest puts in another 2, it's 25-16. Carr, little finger roll, and Syracuse can't buy a bucket. Last couple trips.
That was, the drive is there. That was straight, a great straight line, or not even straight line, but strong drive to the basket. She got to her finish. She just flipped it and rolled it just a little too much.
Hyman back on the court. She wanted to chuck it to Carr. Did the smart thing. Nice dish inside to Stiles, and Stiles just frustrated that she couldn't send that one through the hoop.
I can tell you as a guard, you don't want to hear my bad on those. She'll get it next time, though.
Syracuse will keep it down here. A jump shot by Murray. Misses everything. Harrison will push it for the Deacons. She passed her teammates and wanted to penetrate into the lane. Scruggs. A pick by Morra. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Harrison.
Oh,
yep. Harrison,
Got
they
her.
called for a push-off.
Yeah, you extended that off arm. Anytime that arm extends too far from your chest. Look at her. That off arm, straight there.
Yep.
That was an easy call.
Just feeling her way in and threw out that arm right in front of the official.
Look.
Hyman trying to dump that in, getting clever with it, and it's out of bounds. The late States last touched by Wake Forest, though.
Yeah,
Deacon's not happy with that.
Got nicked a little bit, but that was just, the pass wasn't there.
There's Coach Von Reed taking over in August, 3 months before the season. Styles tricked everybody. And a power dribble, then off the glass and good. 25-18, under 6 to go until halftime. Both teams need this win. Spear lost her dribble, hustled back to get it back. 13 seconds on the shot clock. That was not the right idea to dump it down. And Syracuse watched that all the way, took it away. Deacons got it back, and traveling called on Morra.
Have we ever seen 3 turnovers faster than that?
Syracuse watched this trickery. Everybody went left. She said, I'll go right. And 3 all by myself. I'll take the 2, right?
A little now you see me,
yeah.
Now you don't.
And Syracuse trailing 25-18. Deacons with 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes. Styles.
Look how spread they have Wake Forest. Syracuse is really running their offense. Their emphasis is definitely on spacing, letting Tisha Hyman be able to create.
If you're that quick, you got to have some space to be able to penetrate by them just like that. And Carr can't finish it off. Spear gets it. Cross-court pass to Elise Williams. Elise Williams through the trees and 1.
Those trees, huh? More like shrubs.
Okay. Little ball drunk there. Elise Williams again scoring, has the Deacons up by 9 here with under 5 to go until halftime. Play, you know that.
Came in hot and the paint's wide open, so why not take a dive in there?
And Wake Forest back at the free throw line. Elise Williams with the N1. And she converts. Williams with 7. Right behind Becker, who has 11. Spear. Quiet here in the first half. Foul called on the floor on Scruggs.
At least it's averaging 9.5 on the season. She's pretty much there already. And like we said earlier, 14.5 over the last 2 games. She's over halfway there now. So she's continuing her hot streak.
Shooting foul, so Hyman will get 2 shots from the free throw line. The Deacons were down by 20 against Boston College up there in Chestnut Hill. And number 21 got them to start coming alive and had a nice big run at a comeback. Fell short, but Elise Williams did everything she could. Hopefully get a win against Boston College. There is Jewel Spears. She is now on the scoreboard. Her first basket of the evening puts her Deacons up 31-19.
Yeah, if you're Coach Hoover, that's what you want to see. We talked earlier, and she discussed how she only got 8 shots, and she would like for her to be a lot more aggressive. You know, they face guarded her a little bit, last game, but she still wants her to be aggressive because how she goes is how the team's going to go.
Another missed shot by Kristlyn Carr. Wake Forest gets it back. So does Spear. And Spear off the back of the 10. No good.
As a former shooter, I commend that shot.
Explain. Why?
You have to shoot that. You're the leading scorer. You're leading the ACC in scoring. And you just hit one. And now you're wide open in a secondary type of situation. You got to find me. The guard found her. Firing that all day, every day.
Hyman ducked in and put up a layup.
And Elise Williams answers back. She's got 9. 4 of 6 from the field.
Her pace right now is impeccable. She's out there almost like she's in shoot around. Like, that was crazy.
And while talking to Coach Huber, just you could see she got frustrated through the season. Step back jumper 3, good by Hyman.
Oh, we have a little duel.
Hyman with 15 points. She's at her average. Turnover as Rice picks it. Hyman gets it. Spots it up. Hits every part of the rim and falls out. Another rebound by Morra. 33-24. Hyman, 15 points. Stiles has 2. Carr with 3. And Murray with 2. That's Chrissy Carr.
Wow.
And look, Morra got that shooter's touch to fall in.
She's been, I can't tell if she's left-handed right now, but she's been impeccable with her left hand.
Morra with 8 points. She had 17 the last time these two tangled. Deacons by 11. And yes, a good sight for Coach Huber. She's referee pointing the other way.
Look at this.
Look at this. It's just a part of her body, the way she can dribble and backs it up, and James hardens it. And here's Morra coming right back. Watch the shooter's touch here, Michael. Tell me about it.
Strong bucket. She fake left, came back right. She's more comfortable coming over that right shoulder, getting back to that left-hand hook. She's done it twice already, and she's been successful twice.
Scruggs wants to get into the paint and go up against Carr. It's taken away by Chrissy Carr. She says, I'll take it myself. High off the glass and in.
Third time's the charm. She's going to get to that right side, and she's going to make one. And there she go. Maybe that'll get her going a little bit.
Transfer from Kansas State. Moving over to the ACC. And the Orange trailing by 9. Spear, pull up, long 2. She's got 5.
She just needed to see one go in.
All about, as a shooter, you
gotta
get that confidence going.
That's why I tell you had to shoot that one, that heat check over there. On the
heat check. Speaking of heat check, Hyman, she's been hot. She missed it from straight away. Spear.
One thing I'll say is neither team has made it really difficult for the other team to get a shot off. And out on the perimeter,
right,
they're able to shoot at will, both sides. Now in the paint, there's been a couple blocks. It's a little crowded. Obviously, Wake Forest is dominating the paint points right now. But Syracuse has also gotten a couple stops and a couple blocks. But the three-point arc and jump shots is a buffet.
Spear. I'll wave that off. As Scruggs with an illegal screen.
Sometimes as a coach, you don't mind that because that means you're searching contact and you're trying to get somebody open. If that's what she's out there to do, you go do that at the best of your ability. And if they get you for one, it's okay.
The Deacons, who have struggled in those middle quarters, the second and the third, they lead Syracuse 16-10 here in the second quarter. Carr strong to the basket.
All right, fourth time. That means somebody's not paying attention to the scout report. Drive right.
Had a short window, put it up, missed it. And Syracuse wants to start a run here to finish off the second quarter. I got a jump ball. And possession will go back to the Orange. Let's keep it down here.
It's like Syracuse's energy has picked up a little bit to try to close this half with the momentum.
Baseline jumper missed by Carr. And Morra with another rebound. For her stat line, she has 7. 8 points and 7 rebounds. Coach Huber says, let's play for the last shot of the quarter. Becker from the elbow. Spear. Pull back 3, no good, and up the follow. Becker to finish it off for the first half. Becker. Quentin Hillsman, the legendary coach, resigned in August, actually, after 11 players hit the transfer portal.
at the end of that season. Syracuse, remember, they did get into the tournament, as well as the Stephen Deacon team. Sumiel gets her own rebound, misses her second try.
But look at that, right out the gate. They're doing exactly what they did in the first half. They had 22 rebounds in the first half, 26 paint points. And what they do when they start the third quarter, go right back in the post. They had 2 bunnies they just missed, but that's what you want to see, continuing what got you here to this point.
Reese Williams on Hyman. Reese Williams doing a good job to contain her. Carr. Fadeaway jumper over Sumiel, ripped down by Morra. Morra continues to pull down the boards tonight.
When that last possession there is underappreciated today. Elise Williams has been locking up on the perimeter, and there goes Spear.
Yeah, Spear, you knew second time where she was going to pull up that shot just to readjust where she was. She squared up, and you knew that was going to be nothing but nylon.
And a foul called on Wake Forest.
That bucket didn't count, but did you just see the athleticism? Tisha Hyman just now. She's a baller.
Yes, she is. She is only a redshirt sophomore after an injury that she was out the entire season, then coming back like that and putting up 15-plus points per game. She's already at her average now.
You have basketball players, and then you have hoopers.
Oh,
Tisha Hyman is a hooper.
Okay.
She's a certified hooper.
7th in the ACC in scoring. She's had a great year. Syracuse hasn't really finished off how they started, but Spear is starting to heat it up.
I just praise Tisha Hyman for, her offensive ability, but her defensive, presence just now was, much to be desired.
Hyman too strong from on the NBA range. Harrison pushing it.
Probe. Oh.
A little hard off the glass. Murray up ahead to Hyman, and Hyman no problem there. Another 2 for Hyman, 17 points, her first bucket of the second half.
Yeah, scoring's effortless for her. And starting the second half is starting to get effortless for Spear, but there's
Subiel with a mid-range jumper.
That's got to be promising, right?
Especially off that wrist injury. You can see her wearing that
brace.
Wrist brace. Yeah, that's for her to get a bucket like that. Styles maneuvering in the lane.
I want to say great footwork, but I'm kind of undecided if that was a travel or not.
It's one of those kind of look back. Was that an extra step? 46-32, Morra on the low block.
Ooh, charge. Yep.
Yep, that was a smart move by Styles. She knew that Morra was going to try to back her down. She set her feet.
Look at her.
And let her go right through her.
Sold it a little bit, but
you got to sell it,
Yeah, she gave her chest up. All she was missing was the scream, the yell at them. That's what they used to teach us when I was in college. If you take the hit in the chest, you make sure you yell every time.
Morra 1 rebound away from 10 rebounds for the night, and then 2 points away from double digits in the point column. She hopes to get a double-double. 3 on the way from Carr. Another miss as Syracuse struggling from three-point land, 3 of 12 tonight.
Hyman was trying to get Murray the back door, 3 dribbles before she actually threw it.
Harrison comes away with it. And Morra with another turnaround. She's got 10. She's 1 more rebound away from a double-double. 3 on the way from the corner. Another miss by Murray, the captain of this team. Harrison, no time to chill, goes into the paint. Like she's going to pull up jumper and gave it to Morra, and Morra on a tear puts in another 2.
Yeah, you pick your poison, right? Harrison had to pull up. She had the little quick one. Look at her getting to the paint. Nah, I'm going to pass it to you.
That's a killer crossover.
Go and get you one shot.
Put her right in the paint. Hey, and being unselfish, too. Harrison, she's struggling right now scoring, but able to make that crossover, had plenty of space, and then the bounce pass with Morra to finish it off. And Morra with 12 points, a chance to add one more. 12 points, 10 rebounds. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and got another rebound off the deflection. And Deacons back.
Those are things that just can't happen, you know, off of a free throw. You have to do the little things. You've been losing, you know. It's been a tough season. You're trying to clinch, or not clinch, but get that 11th seed. And as we look at Williams get downhill, it just pretty much, that's kind of good D by Kristen Carr, but she just using her size.
Yes. Definitely using her size. She looked down and she said, okay, yeah. I'm going to take control of this one.
Shrugged her off, too, the little double shrug of the shoulders, like, get out of here, baby.
Oh, she missed to finish off the three-point play. Williams with 9 points. Deacons have 3 players in double digits. Coach Hoover said she's impressed by her Demon Deacon team. As many as players have gotten double digits in the recent games. Spear.
Like, Syracuse doesn't move the ball around. Like, they stay on one side of the floor. Like, that last possession just now was kind of crazy to me.
Bounce pass fed into Morra. Morra unconsciously putting stuff, baskets in off the glass.
Can I have some more?
Please. 8-0 run over the last minute and some change. The Deacons have pushed their lead 54-32. Deacons hoping to go away with this. Will return home against Boston College on Sunday. Tip at 1 p.m. as well as Wake Forest and Georgia Tech. 22 in the nation, the Yellow Jackets. They went down there earlier this season and got beat, hoping to return the favor, but Tech has got some talent just like everybody else in the ACC and ranked 22nd in the nation.
Yeah, talk about a confidence boost if you can pull that one out going into the conference tournament.
Deacons did have a 22-point lead. Now it's 20 as Stiles drops in a pair. Deacons, 4 of their last 4 on offense. Becker back in. Moore with a double-double, 14 points and 11 rebounds from the senior from Ontario. So 2 Canadians playing really well for Wake Forest. Becker from Winnipeg and Morra from Ontario. We'll take a break here from Winston-Salem. Deacons leading by 20 with 4:13 left to go in the third.
There are all kinds of products in this world.
14 points and 11 rebounds, a double-double, getting close to her career high, which she put in against Mercer the first game back on November 9th. 19 points she had, a career high of 13 points at Louisville. She has 11. Horns sound as Becker was short on that pull-up jumper. 7 of 11 from the field. Over 100 games at Wake Forest. 2 more home games remaining with, of course, this one. And she is showing out, isn't she?
Yeah, trying to, finish her career strong and extend it as long as possible.
Spear going up against Stiles. A little insert pass from Becker to Demira Hines, and she lost control of it. Ball will go back to the Orange.
Coach Hoover isn't letting up. She's continued to, like they've done. She knows they've lost leads throughout the season, so she's continued to put their foot on the gas and try to dominate that paint using her size, using their size rather.
Now, she said they had one of the best, well, actually the best practice of 2021-22 season 2 days ago. So she said she expected them to be completely focused and play one of their best games. Well, I don't know, Michael, about you, but 50% from the field, leading by 20, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, they're executing the game plan, to a T right now.
A pass up ahead to Spear. Spear put up a 3, missed it. And Carr with her hands up wants it. Murray will get it and go down low to Stiles and play blown dead.
It's like Syracuse is seeing everything a step late. The transition pass, the spray ahead. all of the passes that are open initially, it's like they're hesitant to make it. And, you know, luckily they were able to finally get the ball down there to Styles.
Styles, one of many transfers on this team. She played at Maryland last season. Sinks the first free throw. We've got Chrislyn Carr, who came from Texas Tech, with Najee Murray, also from Texas Tech. Styles sinks the second free throw, and then Chrissy Carr coming over from Kansas State.
There has to be a 30 for 30 in the works.
What are you going to call it?
I don't know.
Portal or
transfer here
transfer
or there. Which way did she go?
If I'm not playing, I'm not staying.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Kaya Harrison, straight up in front, puts it in off the glass.
She's been a real floor general tonight. You know, not looking to score too much. She's figured out when to shoot the ball, when to pass it. Really is playing a really good floor game tonight.
Becker gets called for the foul. Deacon still with a 20-point lead, hitting 5 of their last 7. Harrison now with 4 points. Harrison started off the season injured and finally got back into her normal shape. Freshman Elisa Andrews comes in for Coach Hoover as Becker will check out. Free throw all the way and good by Hyman. 18 points for the redshirt sophomore from White Plains, New York. Now she's got 19. Syracuse trying to get this trap against Wake Forest. Something that Wake Forest struggled with against Clemson. Now they seem a little winded. If they try that, let's see how well they can execute it. Spear way downtown.
There she goes.
Sometimes it's just the snap of the wrist. You could tell by Spear it's going to be in.
Yeah, she has really, really good form. Like, looks good when it leaves her hands. That one definitely looked good when it left her fingertips.
Spear with 13 points. And Hyman will get a chance for an N1.
Hyman said that was cool and all.
But let me try this. It says, okay, Spear, you're supposed to be player of the year of the ACC. Check this out.
Shift to the hip.
Spear, hey, but I'll tell you, Jill Spear will remember that.
Yeah.
Forced her to go baseline. So that's fine. Put it with my right.
So smooth. She put the ball in the right hand to set up the misdirection, absorbed the contact, finished the high point of the ball, finished it on. Just looked really good.
I think it might.
It just looks really good. I really like her game.
She is very smooth. I mean, she is smooth, quick, and just can get to the basket. Got something special there, that redshirt sophomore. Miss from Kaya Harrison. A long pass to Carr. That'll be a turnover.
Yeah, that was Hyman's fault.
Stepped out of bounds.
Yep, that's Hyman's fault. You know, I just praised her. Got to put the, blame her on that one.
You got to get into a wide receiver mentality. You catch it, make sure you got your 2 feet in and not out of bounds. That wasn't, and it works there. Syracuse out of bounds, turnover, gives the Demon Deacons the ball, leading 59-41. Morra is on the bench. Scruggs, Andrews, Williams, Hines, and Spear on the court for the Deacons. And the Deacons get a turnover again from the Orange, and they can't convert. Hyman and a 3-on-2. And Styles right there at the baseline. Puts her head down, misses it.
Easter's around the corner, right?
Jumper good by Andrews. Look, on these bunnies, So many bunnies.
So many bunnies.
So many bunnies. Sometimes that, when the pressure starts going, that bunny, like, it makes you, your arm just goes short.
Yeah, man.
Challenge by Spear there. It's Murray missing the shot. Spear backs up, 3 good. She's in the rhythm.
Yeah.
And the Deeks are in the rhythm, too, 64-41.
She's really starting to find her range right now. But to take her game to the next level for sure is her ability to create off the dribble. I'm noticing, watching, this game obviously tonight, that she isn't very comfortable.
Yes.
Dribbling the basketball, trying to create her own. She wants to just get into her catch and shoot. Maybe one dribble into a, shot from 3, mid-range. But the moment she gets more comfortable handling that basketball, seeing those lanes, dribbling in space, that 20 at home, 18 for the season can go to 25.
Well, you talk about the progression that she has had since her outbreak of year last year, freshman. Of course, she had to go with Conti and Ratza, but this year she's got 9 20-plus point games. Of course, she had that 40-point game against ETSU. Elise Williams wanted to call bank, and it was a little too strong as it hits off the glass.
Sinking some threes. 13 points for Becker and 11 from Elise Williams. All from different classes, too.
Yeah. Last 5 games, they've had 4 or more double-digit scores, make it 6.
Last quarter underway here in Winston-Salem. Cuse looking for answers. They're going to need a big run. Trailing by 21 here. Yeah. They've shot the ball poorly at just the 36%. The Deacons at 51% shooting. Turnover by the Deacons. Fast break. Murray will lay it in with no problems.
It made me laugh because growing up, once you got 21, you'd have to give up the stick.
What, NBA 2K?
Yeah.
Okay.
NCAA.
Or Madden. You're Madden with 21. Yeah. But 21's easy to come back and Madden.
Yeah. Like, I just need 1%. Yeah.
Punting. I'm not punting. 64-45. Deacons throw it away. Syracuse pride themselves also on defense.
Another steal.
Yep, another steal. And let's just put it up in front. Murray will come out and get it and lay it in.
Let's give credit to Wake tonight. Syracuse leads the league in steals, and they've only given up about 3 or 4.
Carr all alone right there at the baseline. Puts in another 2. Syracuse quietly trying to put together a run.
Had to be some miscommunication there by Wake Forest.
Yep. Elise Williams backing up. Wake Forest with a nice lead. Question is, will they play conservatively and play not to lose? A miss here as Syracuse back on offense. 3 good by Chrissy Carr. Syracuse making it a little interesting, trailing now just by 14, 64-50, 3 of the last 3. The Orange, they can score. They're one of just 2 teams that have 5 players averaging double figures. So nothing to take slightly here with a double-digit lead.
Yeah. Chrissy Carr there, those last two highlights you saw of her, quick 5 points. She missed 2 early layups. He's telling you, check the Carfax.
Nice. Well played. That was well played. And that was well played defensively by the Orange. They took it away from Wake Forest. A chance to continue the run, but it's lost and it picked up by the Deacons. Harrison. And Elise Williams orders the ball around the perimeter.
They missed Morra down there.
They do. Surprised she's finally now in.
Got away with a foul there.
Harrison penetrating and drops one in.
If you're patient long enough, the lane will be clear. HOV lane right there.
That was. Come on through. Reservations for 2 through the hoop. A foul called on the Demon Deacons.
Look at this. Straight down the pipe.
Yeah.
I don't know where the miscommunication was there, but they really left that lane wide open.
But credit to Harrison. She just knows this game in particular. She has figured out her spots and when to go, when not to go, when to pass. Let's look and see how many turns does she have today.
She creates her own opportunities, and she creates other opportunities for other people just because she can slash in and someone to have on the court running the point.
Says she has 4 turnovers, but those definitely, they have to be off of, just slippage of the ball and a couple errant passes, but she's made some really good decisions.
Deacons now with 14 turnovers, as well as Syracuse. Hyman crossover dribble will go up strong, and jump ball is called. Held ball, solid defense, waiting for her to get into the lane and then put the hands up.
Look, pick one. Charge, foul, jump ball, which one? Which one you want?
Elise Williams is trying to draw the charge and then kind of put her hand back and then slap it away. Luckily for Wake Forest, they keep Hyman away from scoring. Update elsewhere, Florida State beat Georgia Tech in overtime 65-63. What did I tell you about Florida State?
Hey.
And what do we say about Carr? Dropping another 3. Chrissy Carr puts in the trace.
She's revving that engine.
She is. The
Cookie those years was probably top to bottom. The league was filled with, because they had some of the biggest budgets, and it was filled with some of the most dominant players that didn't make the NBA. So it was loaded with talent.
Syracuse on a 10-2 run. And plenty of talent to go around. You see so much of the talent going overseas to play. Retired jersey here, Randolph Childress had a career overseas and missed layup by Harrison. And Syracuse back on offense, 6 and some change left to go. 13-point lead for the Deacons.
I'd pay somebody $20 if they could tell me one time they've seen Chrislyn Carr come off the ball screen with her left hand.
You would pay somebody?
I'd pay somebody.
Deacons' largest lead was 23. That has been cut to 13 now. Sumiel in the paint. Hoping to play it off the glass. Rebounds. Hyman. Chrislyn Kerr in the left corner. Hyman says, I'm going straight to the rack up against Morra. Another 2 for Hyman, 24 on the night. Just an 11-point lead for the Deacons. Williams wanted to slash in, but pulled it back. Trying to get down to the last second on the shot clock, milk the clock as much as they can. Spear. And she comes up short. Chrislyn Carr going all the way.
And you know which way she went?
Yep. Straight to a Wake Forest body that was standing still.
And all right hand.
Yep.
Right side, right
all
hand.
Right side. And Spear just waited for her.
One small change of direction. Like if you saw Hyman the play before that, use her pace, change of direction with her dribble, change of speed with her dribble, was able to get to her left side off the crossover for a left-hand lay. Chrislyn just went, head first into the paint with her right hand.
And Spear waited for the contact and fell down. Drew the charge. Moore comes back with another bucket. 16 points for Christina Morra. 3 on the way from Carr, short. Another rebound by Morra. 12 rebounds, 16 points for the senior from Toronto. Morra backing down on Hyman, will draw the double team. Luckily, it spits out to Becker. Becker with a cross-court pass to Spear, and Spear had her foot out of bounds.
Knew that was going to happen. It happens probably 90% of the time. Players take a negative step. You never want to go backwards, obviously, especially when you're that close to the sideline. That's why you try to teach pushing off that back foot only to go forward.
Hyman. Moore comes over to help. The referee will wave it off. Foul on the floor. It's on Christina Morra. Second on her. And second team foul on the Deacons this quarter. Hyman baseline. Ooh, nice power step in. Pull-up jumper good. 68-57.
That was sweet.
And she definitely looks the part. Looks like it is all natural for Hyman.
She definitely grew up playing outside.
26 points for Hyman.
Watch her change of speed here. Boom. Jump stop, pro hop.
Yep.
Squared her shoulders up to the basket. Soft touch to finish. That's natural.
The relationship she has with the basketball is really impressive. Just stays with her the entire time. She has nothing to worry about dribbling the ball, which then provides her all types of opportunities to score and pass the basketball. 68-57. Morra will back down Styles again. Off the glass. Good. Morra pouring in. Morra points.
Yeah.
18 points for Christina Morra. Oh, good look by Murray. Had Styles underneath. A missed bunny. Deacons trying to quickly get up the court. Harrison backs it up and says, let's reset and get into our half-court offense.
This is where your rotations and how deep your squad is coming into play. Styles, where she just got scored on by Moore. You could see after the play she's fatigued, but she sprints back because, you know, she's being a good teammate, being a good player. Didn't have the legs to finish the basket on that pass, on that great pass from her teammate there. And now she's back having to sprint back and play defense again. Look, they got hands on their hips. You know, it's tough when you 5-6 men, you know, ladies deep.
Moore had 17 points last time they played Syracuse. She has 18. Her career high is 19. Of course, one shy, and she lost track of that basketball, and that very well could have been her career high. She'll probably get another chance as Hyman pull-up jumper with Harrison in her face. And Hyman was trying to get Morra to throw it away. She just about picked it off.
Team leader in steals. And that's why she's long, she's lanky, and she gets her hands in the passing lane. She's really good at anticipating.
Cuse averages 10 steals per game.
Great
for
read.
One in the ACC. Stoppage of play here with a whistle blown.
That was a great read there by Spears. Overplay. They don't want her to get the ball. Check it out. Look at her. Overplay by Murray. Reads it correctly. Spears there with the back door. You just have to finish your breakfast.
They usually execute that play really well. They do a quick fake and then make that cut. And almost converted there. Did get the foul, and Spear missed the first free throw. 2:11 left to go in the fourth.
The Deacons looking for their fourth ACC win of the season. 3 on the way from Murray.
Oh, it's that
Way
time
too
of the
strong.
game now, huh? Hoist them up.
Hoist them up. Let's chuck it.
A little cornhole.
Yeah. Get a nice arc and say what's on the other end of that rainbow. Hopefully gold.
Yeah.
Harrison. Little probing pass to Morra. Morra off the glass. She'll have her career high. 20 points for Christina Morra.
She's calling for it. Look
Yeah.
at her.
You could see the eyes of Harrison looking for number 23. And as soon as she
Canada.
saw that, yeah, as soon as she saw that opening, bounce pass to 23. And what she has done all night. Do the work in the paint. Demon Deacons doing work in the paint as a team. 44 points to Syracuse's 30. Deacons 74. The Orange 57. 3 on the way by Carr. Rebound by Styles. Carr will get another chance. Short again. Murray was fighting for it. And behind her comes Spear to take it away.
Spear with 17 points right behind Morra. I wonder if she knows. She has to know that Morra has gone ahead.
So bad. Morra's definitely got her beat with efficiency.
6-0 run as head coach, acting head coach Vaughn Reed looks on. Vaughn Reed spent some time down the WNBA as well. Obviously knows the game well. And just a tough situation.
Yeah.
You talk about, okay, here's you're in charge. Oh, by the way, remember 11 players left. You have 3 months to figure it out.
Yeah.
The Spear knocks down a free throw.
It's just, you'd never want to wish that on anybody, especially a brand new head coach.
Yeah.
Like, here's how you.
And then say, okay, you go 8-4. The ACC is probably one of the best conferences in the nation. You got to get ready to play the entire ACC schedule. But what was pretty much a brand new team, all these transfers. With Hyman.
Yeah, Hyman's the only one that's pretty much been there from day one.
Carr backs up, puts up a 3, and she gets on the board. 5 points for her.
As a player, I always hated that when you missed all game or you just had a tough one and then towards the end it started to fall. You're just like.
Conley had a good look and missed it. 16-point lead for the Deacons, under a minute to go. Pulled down, rebound, Morra. I believe that's 14 rebounds.
Is that a new career high? The bench went
for
crazy.
her. Yes, 13 was her career high against Louisville. She's got 14 now.
So one thing we do know, the bench is well aware.
Yes, they are. They're aware. I cheer for them. They do fight. This team has fought every game this season. They don't give up. Morra on that low block, missed it. Syracuse at 10 seconds. The Deacons return home victorious.
Whoa. Okay, they say they deflected that.
Syracuse team that at the beginning of the season had some conversation of them maybe possibly being ranked. I mean, you start 8-4, had some good victories. Deacons said, hey, listen, win the day. And now they go 14-14.